Okay, here we go. Another one of those compound interest kind of problems that you asked for. So we've got here, this is a totally made up problem. It's not in your book anywhere. You'll just like write it down if you want to have it written down somewhere. So we've got an inheritance here of $5,000. And we're gonna put it in a investment account that compounds daily. So this one's different than the one in the homework, but it's very, very similar. And we're still gonna use that formula like we found in the previous question. This guy right here, our compound interest formula. So what we're gonna do is fill in what we know. We're starting with this $5,000. That's gonna go into our principal amount. So we're gonna start with that. We're gonna put our $5,000 in. And we're going to bring down our formula, 1 plus our rate, this 4.5% as a decimal, 0.045, divided by the number of times it's being compounded. This is a compounding daily. So how many days per year? That's going to give us our 365 as our n value. And then on our exponents, we're going to do the same thing. We have our t, which is what we're solving for, but it's being multiplied by that n as well, times the 365. The last thing we need to figure out is how much is our account that we're looking for. And we want to know what that's going to be when it is doubled. So we're going to take our 5,000 and double it. That's our goal. Well, 5,000 doubled gives us 10,000. So then what we're going to do is we are going to solve this for t. We're going to try and get t all by itself. With t being in the exponent, what we need to do is eventually take a log so that we can get that down into our like kind of regular number area. So before we take the log, I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by that 5,000 so that we can have everything as simplified as possible. So 10,000 divided by 5,000 gives us 2 here. And these 5,000s cancel out. And we're left with this 1 plus 0.045 divided by 365 to the 365t. I'm going to go ahead and simplify this parentheses first. And we're going to do that in our calculator. So we can go ahead and do the 1 plus, and we can do it all at one time if we want to. 0.045 divided by 365. And just type it in our calculator like that to simplify that fraction. Because the 1 plus and the 0.45 are not on the same side of the fraction bar, we can't simplify that with addition. We're going to do the division first and add to 1. Or we get this, 1.000123. So we have 1.000123 to the 365t. So we get this really not nice number, but that's what we have on our calculator. And that's going to equal 2. So then what we're going to do to try and get this to simplify so that we can get that t out of the exponent is we're going to go ahead and take the log of both sides. So I'm going to do log of this side, log of 2, and that's going to be same thing over here. Log of this side, log of this whole business, 1.000123 to the 365t. Now that I have a log here, we can use our log properties to bring this exponential, bring our exponent down and have it be a multiplier in front. So when we do that, we have log of 2 equals 365t times log of 1.000123. So we have this kind of hot mess of a situation here. Whoop, zoom it in so we can see it. All right. So now what we're doing is we're trying to solve for t. These two log numbers are just numbers. They're just not very pretty numbers. So what we're going to do is divide by all the things t is being multiplied by to get it alone by itself. So we're going to divide by 365. So I can come over here and divide this side by 365. But I also need to divide by my log of 1.000123. So I'm going to divide this side by the log of 1.000123. So I've got to divide both sides by the same thing. That's going to cause my 365s to cancel out. And it's going to cause my logs to cancel out over here. And we're going to be left with just t. And to figure out what this value is on the left side, we're going to go ahead and type some things into our calculator. So we can do it. We can do it all in one go. We just got to be careful. We're going to do log of 2. And we can put it in a fraction like this if you have one of these nice calculators. I don't know if you do. If you do, great. If not, you're going to just put parentheses around things. So divided by 365 log of 1.000123. And we're going to get 15.44. If you don't have one of these fancy schmancy calculators and you're doing it, just do it in little pieces. So log of 2 divided by, I know this hit parentheses, 365 times log, and put this thing in 1.000123. And so it's all there. It's just in like a really long format. We should still get the same answer. Yeah. Okay, so that's how we do those kind of weird, interesting problems. Hope that helped.